Last week on Spoondrifters, we faired the side of the boat. The kids did a great job cleaning up. I got rid of my Alaska card, and we reorganized our to-do list. We're a family of 6 who sold our house, bought a boat, and now we're getting ready to sail around the world. Welcome to our channel. Good morning! Whew, it's bright out today.
It's cold out today.
You think it's cold?
Yeah.
It's just us girls at the boat this morning. Dad's working. He should be here in a few hours. And what are you guys going to do?
Get on our electronics.
You're going to sit inside?
Get on our electronics. My electronics in my pillowcase.
Ah, I think you've got a few chores to do.
No.
What kind of chores are yours on the boat usually?
Cleaning up inside.
Cleaning up inside. I think it might need it. Shall we go look?
Probably. But we cleaned up when we left, so.
We did.
I don't know. We haven't been here since we left.
It's been a few days, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey everybody, we got some help today to help us work on putting in our engine mounts and maybe even, if we get lucky, the engine this week. So I'm going to let Rusty introduce himself and tell who he is and what he's about for a quick second.
Well, my name's Rusty, last name's Nail, but anyways, part of Sailing Kakuma, which I'm doing this just so I can get Todd to come up to Hawaii to sail with us to Alaska.
It's going to be a blast.
I felt if I help him, then he'll feel so guilty that he'll have to come up there and do it.
Right? So Rusty came down here to visit family in Dallas, and he drove down here, and we're going to see if we can't get this little project taken care of.
Yeah, we're going to get this bad boy right here. Electric Yacht motor, we're going to put it right here.
That's right.
Pretty cool,
Amen. Huh? All right, so what does the project entail, honey?
So I got some steel right here. We're going to take the steel, we got to mount it along the stringers, kind of like that. And then we're going to run some cross pieces here to support the motor, so we can set it on here and adjust it all to fit our nice prop shaft. So that's our goal today, is if we can get these bolted on and the cross pieces figured out, we're miles ahead in making this project work. That's roughly...
Taking a break from sanding and listening to these guys talk about putting the engine in and figuring all the math. It's making my head hurt. I'm really glad that Rusty and Todd are doing this and figuring it out, because if I had to talk through it with Todd, I'd be like, I have no idea. So where are you at? Explain yourself.
I'm right here.
Explain yourself for all the people that want to know.
Well, I try to be a good guy, but I'm hot and sweaty, so right now I kind of stink too. Is that enough explaining of myself?
Oh, you're so funny.
So the bracket's in. So basically, the motor is going to sit right over these guys. Well, the metal is just steel, just regular old steel, 3/16" thick, 3-inch angle iron. I think the whole thing cost me $37 or something at the steel place. So we're going to fit all this, dry fit all this, make sure it all works, and then I'm going to pull it out, pull it apart, and paint it, corrosion protect it. So I've got to raise this up. or,
It's really windy
you know,
outside.
these two.
It is
two
really
holes.
windy outside. Are you guys like totally and completely bored stiff? Are you cold because you've got the air conditioner running?
This is where I was right now.
While the steel gets primed and painted and dries, we're going to tackle a couple other projects. Todd, where are you? Hey,
Hi.
what are you doing down there?
Seeing if it's big enough to put a bunk in here. Probably a little tight for me. I think if I lose 20 pounds, though, I'd be all right. I got to pull out the exhaust hose today. So my wife wants me to do, so I got to climb in here to try to undo it from the through hole. How's it coming?
Well, I don't know if we'll be able to break this loose. I was just going to cut it off.
Could do that.
So you have something like a hacksaw or a sawzall or something we just cut that pipe with.
Try, yeah.
And what we're going to do is try this just right now, demolition, just to pull all this exhaust pipe and get it out of here. Well, you can take this with you.
Okay.
Extra parts.
It's hot.
I bet.
The abdominal snowman.
They call me Glass Man.
At the end of the day, we try and do some fun things with the kids. We're encouraging them to get their head under the water more, getting them ready to swim in the ocean. So, what's the rub?
That board, I think it's got to go. I think the rub rail has got to go. It doesn't look nice. It's hammered from the hurricane. We've debated this round and round, but I think it'll look a lot cleaner without it.
This project of taking off the rub rails means we have to access the edges of the boat everywhere. So everything that we've pushed against the walls and into cubbies and cupboards is having to come out enough that we can get a wrench, a drill, a hammer, a punch. It's a mess. Right along there, which meant all this had to come out of there. This stuff was up there. Things in here. This is the worst. Getting it done?
Yeah, it's just awkward getting up in here.
Yeah.
Can't tell if I'm doing anything or not. Good heavens.
How did I end up with 3 left-handed gloves? Here's what I want.
I know.
What a wreck. The saga continues. They're bolting it together after having painted it. Let's see.
We need to look at the paint we bought and see what temperature range it's supposed to be painted in for the top side, so that it doesn't get too hot. I don't know if it needs to be painted below 90 degrees or, you know, the paint I was using today said don't paint it above 90 degrees.
Well, that could be a problem.
Which is why we would need to get it done fast if that's the case.
Okay, we're squared up. Let's tighten it up.
I'm going to start painting again. Rusty is working on the engine mount, and Todd is filling in holes. That is
Painting?
fantastic.
You're painting or sanding?
Did I say painting?
I think so.
I'm dreaming of painting. I'm sanding. Still sanding. But to get 3 projects being worked on at one time, that's unheard of. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Right.
What was that?
We have lunch. It's 11:38.
A half hour.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Pretty soon.
Why is this motor in the kitchen?
What?
Why is this motor in the kitchen?
Not yet. Because we're going to install it in the next day or two. Maybe today.
I want one of these.
Yeah, maybe today.
Tomorrow for sure.
Tomorrow for sure?
Yep.
So this looks like a new and different project from what we're supposed to be doing.
You talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Yep.
No.
It is a new and different project. This is the I gotta hold the floor up because it's falling down project. It's not easy for me to do.
So, what's going on?
There's a 2x4 support underneath this floor right here that ends right here, about 6 inches from the bulkhead, and it ends a ½ inch from this bulkhead, and it's not connected to anything. So all that's holding this floor up is just this plywood strip. So I'm sistering it up with some Cumaru because it's an emergency and I got to do it fast because I got to get this motor in. So that's my project for the next, hopefully only 15 minutes.
Alright. This is why you don't throw anything away, huh?
This is why we kept that piece of Cumaru, yep.
What can I supervise you on, you know?
Supervise me on. We're going to put in,
I'm
I
good at
need
supervising.
a couple more screws in the back probably. But
Okay.
I
That would
could
require
grab
me to
this
leave.
bar right here.
So once you get that station, we can start putting the brackets in for the motor.
Put that under, yeah, put that underneath here.
He needs screws.
In that red box.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Corner, there's some gray or kind of yellowish colored ones.
Okay. How many?
Bring me 4 or 5. Any more here? Okay, so those, we don't need to put those in. We gotta keep them out.
We gotta keep them out.
You have to put these bolts in.
Keeps me from stepping and falling.
Well, there is that. There is that.
It's a safety factor.
If you like our channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we want to hear from you. Come over to Facebook and leave us a comment. Don't miss next week when we get the brackets installed, finish pulling the tow rail off, figure out what this thingy is, and get the engine installed.